What's up, guys? It's me, Technology Dude 117, and welcome to my first impressions for the demo of EA Sports UFC. Now, the demo just dropped today on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, and keep in mind as you guys are watching this video that these are my impressions for the demo of the game. This isn't the full-fledged game. The game actually drops on June 17th, which is later this month, and I will definitely be doing my fully fledged actual impressions of the full retail game when that does drop, so stay tuned for that. For now, we have my impressions of the demo. Like I said, it just dropped today, and there really isn't a lot of features, obviously, because it is a demo. The only thing that it has is, well, the only two things that it has are just a straight up fighting mode, where you either get to play as John Jones or Alexander Gustafsson, and there also is a tutorial. Now, to start this off, I just want to give you guys a little background on UFC games. Now, there hasn't been a UFC game in like 2 to 3 years now. The last one that I played was like UFC either 2010 or 2011 Undisputed, whichever one had Brock Lesnar on the case. I think it was 2010. So I haven't played a UFC game in a while. I never played Undisputed 3, and forever EA has wanted to get their hands on the rights to make UFC games, and THQ has held those rights. They were the only publisher who was able to publish and develop UFC games, so they, were responsible for the Undisputed games, which were fantastic. I really enjoyed 2009 and 2010. I'm pretty sure those are the ones that I've had. It's been a while now, clearly you guys can tell. But, EA has always been trying to get their hands on this, and then when THQ closed, EA jumped immediately on the rights to the UFC games, picked those up, and now here we are with EA Sports UFC. Now, EA has really hyped this game up. They've really, gotten it in our heads that this is going to be the definitive UFC experience. Now, I'm not the biggest UFC fan out there. On occasion I will watch a big fight here and there. Some of my friends get me to go to Buffalo Wild Wings and watch some of the bigger UFC fights, but I'm not the biggest UFC fan. I don't watch every single UFC fight, but I do enjoy the UFC when I do watch it, and I really enjoyed the previous UFC games. So this was a game that was on my radar for a while, and going into this demo, I really wasn't sure what to expect because it is EA, but I've seen all the fantastic gameplay trailers and all the fantastic screenshots online, and I was like, damn, this game looks gorgeous. And as soon as I started up the fight, as soon as I got into the octagon, I was like, oh my gosh, I was blown away by how incredible this game looked. The detail put into the fighters is unprecedented. I've never seen this amount of detail in any sports game before, let alone an EA sports game, so it's hard to believe. So I was literally jaw-dropped holding the controller. I was like, oh my god, this game looks fantastic. And from the gameplay, you guys can see that. I mean, this game looks absolutely incredible. Now, this is the Xbox One version of the game. Both the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 version, both run at 1080p at 30 frames per second, so there really shouldn't be too much of a graphical difference. But like I said, this is the Xbox One version. I will be picking up the full game on the Xbox One, and it just looks drop-dead gorgeous. Everything looks great. Sure, some of the NPCs don't look the best, but the referee looks fantastic, the fighters look fantastic, the octagon looks as good as the octagon is going to look. But I really think EA sort of stepped up their game and shown what the Ignite engine can do here, and this is just the demo. So the actual full-fledged game, once that's installed on your console, might look even better than this. So graphically, it's fantastic. It is easily one of the best games, sports games I've seen, and graphically one of the best overall games I've seen in a while. So now let's talk gameplay, because what is a game without gameplay? How does the fighting work? How does it feel? So on and so forth. Now, EA has done a huge amount of motion capture for this game, apparently, and it shows. I mean, the fighting is so smooth, and the way the hits connect, the way the kicks connect, the way the fighters grapple with each other and fight in the octagon just looks great. Like, the physics here are just fantastic and add to the overall realism of what's going on in the game. I mean, the way the game plays is just great. It is a little complex. I mean, if you do play fighting games, you'll probably pick this up pretty quickly. But I know I haven't really gotten used to the controls yet, and I'd say probably after a couple fights, you'll probably get used to what you know, what the controls are and what sort of tactics you want to bring into the actual fight, into the octagon. But overall, I mean, control-wise, it's great. The hitting is extremely satisfying. You know, everything works really, really well. All the connections of the different, you know, abilities that your fighter has, if you will, the punches, the kicks, like I said, all feel really, really satisfying and really great. So overall, this demo has definitely hyped me up for this game big time. It's got me really excited to see what the final product is. You know, it's got me really anticipating the game now. It comes out in 2 weeks. Really can't wait to get my hand on the final thing. Can't wait to try out a bunch of different fighters. Can't wait to really delve into this game and sort of get the overall experience of the UFC. So basically, there you guys go. That is my impressions for EA Sports UFC, the demo. If you guys did enjoy this video, please do not forget to comment, rate, favorite, and subscribe. Share the video with your friends on Facebook and Twitter. And if you do have an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, don't forget to download the demo now and tell me what you think about it. So once again, guys, thanks for watching this video, and take it easy, everybody. I'll see ya.